I want to prioritize my me time a little less. That's one big thing for me. I feel like our generation is very attached to like self love and me time and stuff like that. And because of that, I feel like I procrastinate a lot, where I put a lot of important things aside. And my excuse is that, but I need time for myself. I need downtime. I need a break from this mental torture. Hi, I'm Ria.
And I'm Kanchi.
And you're officially part of the Slumber Party squad.
So welcome back to the Spoke to Soon pod.
2025 has officially come to an end. This is your sign to make your 2026 vision board.
Nice. Long but nice.
I think
It was
I
not
mentioned
ending only, you were saying only. Yeah, it felt very long.
This is what we decided, no?
Yeah, this is what we did.
Okay, cool. Thank
That
God.
was a good, right?
Yay!
Yeah.
And this is the last rhyme for the year. Oh no, second last rhyme for the year.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, I feel like this is the last episode vibe.
It is giving, the topic is the last episode of the year vibe, but there is a special episode next week. So.
Guys, can you believe 2025 is over?
It went by like this.
Yeah, I feel like every year is going by faster than the previous year.
I think that's not actually like that. I think it's because we keep getting busier and busier. So we feel it's going faster and faster.
Facts.
But for someone maybe who's not doing that much, they'll feel, oh, why was the year so slow?
Yeah, for sure. For me personally, I feel like we just went to Goa. We just started the pod.
Birthday,
yeah, that was in June. That was 6 months ago. Are you joking?
The pod is 6 months old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. I feel like we just started.
We just started, yeah.
Every time I talk to someone also, I tell them that, I don't know if you know, but Kanchi and I just started a podcast and it's been 6 months.
You know, and also when we started, we had 4 back-to-back shoots, 4 pods back-to-back. That time it felt like, oh shit, it's gonna go so slow, it's so tough to do it. And now I can't even remember the 7th, 8th shoot, when was that? What was that? Now this is the 24th podcast shoot. And by the time it comes out, this episode might be 25 or 26. But the shoot-wise, it's the 24th time we are sitting on this bed.
It's also the 24th of... It's literally not. I'm so sorry. I don't know the podcast schedule.
Some other one.
No, it's not the 24th. It's the 17th of December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love when I get
things. Can you believe it that so many times we've done this?
I actually cannot.
And it feels like it went by like this. Not that, oh shit, 24 times.
Yeah, it does not feel like it at all.
Yeah.
Time is really flying.
It's flying, it's rushing.
Yeah. I also feel like, when people make vision boards and stuff for a new year, I feel like a year is just not enough time to accomplish what is on your vision board.
That's so true.
I don't know how to restrict it and be like, oh, in 2025, I will do this only, because there's so much to do and the time is so less.
From Jan to December, this in this month timeline.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
But still, some stuff that happened in Feb feels like it didn't happen this year. I went to Thailand in Feb.
I don't even remember that.
Was that even this year?
It feels like it was last year.
It genuinely feels like it was last year.
I started my channel with Sahil this year.
What?
That's lame.
That's insane.
I think I started it last year.
Even I think you started
it
last
in the
year.
start of the year, Jan.
Was it in Jan?
It's unreal.
I don't think.
I started this and this in the same year. That can't be possible.
Yeah, timelines are not timelining in our head. That's crazy.
Talking about vision boards, I think that up till now I've always been very consistent in making one and not following my vision board, but usually putting things that I feel that, okay, I want to accomplish this year and I want to do this. I'm very I love manifesting. I love doing all of that. I've done it for 3-4 years back to back. And 2024, in the end of 2024, also I made one for this year. And I feel that this year my vision board, it's been a great year for me. I'm not saying it's been a bad year, but random things have happened that I never expected. That was not on my vision board.
Like the pod?
I didn't know I would start a pod. I didn't know I would start a podcast. And things that are there on the vision board, they didn't even happen. I didn't even think about it. The most random things have happened.
That's actually very interesting.
And I've fallen into place without me planning it.
I feel like this is what people mean when they say that the universe has it all planned out for you. Something that you don't even envision yourself doing is actually your life plan and you don't even think of it. I have a controversial opinion about vision boards.
I know.
I feel like they restrict you a lot. I feel like it tells you your limits, and because everyone keeps telling you that keep it realistic,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I feel about that.
But that's
Like,
also true. Like, you can't keep something extremely out of your
Insane.
league.
but what if it's not out of your league? What if the universe thinks that it's possible and you're saying that this is what I am capable of? Who's told you what you're capable of?
Yeah, like your life can turn around anytime.
Yeah. Like, genuinely, we had no idea at the beginning of the year that we were going to start a podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't make a vision board, by the way, this year.
We didn't know, like, I think we decided also, we started thinking about the podcast also in like March or something.
Yeah.
And that time, we didn't have it on the vision board. So it's so random.
No. And it's not even like, it's not even like something we envision for our future. Did you ever think you wanted to be a podcaster?
No.
Same, sis. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the vision board, I don't know.
But
it's
that's
a-
so crazy
Huh.
because now in 2026, you'll think about the podcast. Like, you'll think goals for the podcast.
Yeah.
And last year, you never even thought that you had a podcast.
Yeah. Big fact.
Yeah, and I don't know if this makes sense. Like, people say that vision boards will work only if you look at it every day.
Yeah,
or
you're
like you
supposed to
keep
keep it
it
out
in
in
your
your
room
room.
and you see it and you vision like your life like that. But I had kept it in my room. I usually keep it in my room only. And I moved houses this year.
Yes.
And fun fact, I did not get my vision board to my new house.
Oh.
I did not take it along with me. So
What?
do you think that's why my life changed? Like
Possibly.
the goals that were there on that vision board did not happen and I had some different mindset.
I mean, I understand that you're a believer in this. So I want to be supportive of it. But
Like, I didn't look at it, then it was there in my old house.
yeah. But did you think of what you would put on your vision board, or was it like out of sight, out of mind?
Think of me, obviously I'll think na and put what's in my vision
No.
board.
Like after you left it behind.
Yeah,
Did
no,
you still think
I
like, oh,
didn't think
this
of it at all. I just forgot about it that it existed.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But last year my vision board was in my room all year round, like right in front next to my
Yeah.
TV. And I still didn't think of it. So I don't know if it's relevant or not.
You need to be really mindful
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I feel like my vision board personally has like sections on it.
Yeah.
Where like one is like a work section, one is like a lifestyle section, one is like
Personal
travel.
life.
Yeah, like everywhere you want to go, personal
Health.
life, relationships, health, stuff like that. And you're so right about the fact that now if I make a vision board, which I don't think I'm going to, but if I do, it's going to have a spoke to soon
section. on it.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
What do you envision for spoke to soon in 2026, Gant?
I think, like right now, the pod is doing good according to me, but it can do way better.
Good job.
Yeah. I feel I want to build a community of girls
Yeah.
who are just like us, and even if they are not like us, they should be able to feel anything they want when they listen to our podcast and feel seen and feel wanted and not feel like they are unique or different. Like, they should feel like, okay, what they are saying makes me feel good. Like, after you
Yeah.
listen to the pod, it should give you a good vibe. And I want to make a community of girls like that. So for that, next year I want to do like a spoke to soon live event. Let's manifest this right here.
Yes.
And if it happens, we'll put this clip and then roll the clips of the event.
Yeah, like some sort of live event where we get to meet all of our listeners
Yeah.
and like just create like a community that's safe for them.
Yes.
Like safe for them to ask questions,
Yeah.
safe for them to like talk about their lives, safe for them to say something that they possibly couldn't say casually in life.
Yeah. Or if maybe they didn't have anyone to share it with.
Then you have us.
Yeah.
That's the
Guys,
point.
tell us if we should do that.
Yeah, and if you would join the community.
Spoke to soon community. We should have a name for it. Guys, tell us. We need a name for the community.
This is definitely the future of it though.
Yeah.
This is like our goal, even when we meet our followers or meet anyone, it's always like the best thing you can hear is that, oh, like, I feel so good watching your videos. Or
Yeah.
like, you inspire me or something like that. It's like a lot more fulfilling than any other compliment. Like, that's the most wholesome thing
Yeah,
you
when
can
they
hear.
say that, like, I feel good watching your videos, or like, I watch your videos on a tough day.
Or I started making content because I
Because
saw
of
you
you.
making content.
Yeah, you inspire me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best thing to listen to.
Yeah. I also feel like in 2025, in 2025, I felt the most like an adult
Oh my
till
God.
now.
Yes.
Like, out of all these years, 2025, I felt
She has lived in 2026. This year has been
I've
done
felt
for
the most
her.
like an adult, and I've done the most adult things also, and I'm feeling grown up. Like up till now, I was like, oh yeah, 23 is a young age and all of that. But no, I was feeling old. Like I was feeling like this is all serious now, and I have to do it, and like I have responsibilities, and I can't just chill and like go with the flow. Like I need to have a plan and what is happening in my life, and I'm doing some serious decisions and all of that.
Yeah. I'm 200% there with you. Like, I feel like, well, to talk about you first, because I want to say some things. First of all, I feel like completely disconnected and not as important as what you've said. You've been dressing like you're 24. Like, your outfits, your hair, your new hair, everything is giving mature. It's giving put together. The colors, the silhouettes, everything is
Since the
looking.
last 1 month.
Yes, it's looking like, 2 months.
But I've not like decided to do
No,
that.
but because you're growing up, like
It's
in your
happening
mind.
naturally.
Yeah, it's changing for
like
you.
I think we spoke about this. Like I don't like to wear tops that show my tummy now. Is that weird?
Same.
I cannot.
Same. I don't feel as
I'm
comfortable.
not shy or anything. I'm comfortable in my skin, but I just feel like it doesn't look that good anymore.
Yeah,
How it used to look when I was like 21.
I really do feel that.
Like I want to look put together and I want to look like proper.
I specifically went shopping for longer tank tops that cover my
Yeah.
entire torso.
Yeah, I literally do not wear any of those anymore.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's because we don't like actively work out and we're not like.
No, I'm telling you, I don't care. It's okay. I'm not like shy or anything.
But yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. And honestly, same for me. I think also because this year we made a lot of big decisions together. We're feeling it together at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, we learned a lot of stuff about adulting. And for me personally, like, yes, work wise, of course, we've grown a lot because of the pod and starting something new, learning something new, working with corporate people. It's a whole different culture, guys. We're learning
Yeah,
like
compared to working with each other.
with each other. Yeah, we're like learning the hierarchy of things. We're learning,
Yeah.
like, we suddenly appreciate weekends.
Yeah, like we never cared about weekends because
Yeah.
like you can make content any time of the week.
Yeah.
You can do your shoots any time of the week.
Yes.
No one's going to tell you. But now because we are doing a podcast and other people are involved and they have certain timelines,
Yes.
we also have to.
Yeah, like suddenly I'm dreading Mondays. And
Yeah.
before, all 7 days used to be the same, to
Same
me.
for us.
Yeah.
This year only this has changed.
Because now we're on their timeline. Now we know that they are not available on the weekend. So we know
we
that.
have to do it.
Yeah. Nah?
No, it's true. Monday morning and I see messages like even my manager on Monday morning sends everything.
Yeah.
Then the podcast ka everything, thumbnail, this karo, that karo. Everything is on Monday.
Monday's a heavy day, bro. And like I've always seen these like memes about it, but like this is the first year we felt it.
Yeah.
That-
After
that-
school, obviously.
Yeah. After school, yeah. But we really despise Mondays.
Now
this year.
no. Okay.
Yeah. But like I think, of course, yeah, as I said, work-wise, big steps this year. But for me personally, I feel like a lot has happened in my family life, which has made me feel very adult. Like, there's this phase, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, it must be different for everyone, but there's this phase in your life where shit is going down in your family because whose family doesn't have shit that's going down? And you can hear your parents talking in their room, locking the door, arguing about something, or like talking to someone else on the
On the
phone, arguing with
call.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll come out and they behave like everything is okay.
Normal.
Right? Because you're a child. It's not your problem. You focus on your work, you focus on getting a job, you focus on school. Then there's this sudden shift. And personally, for me, this year was the biggest shift in that sense, where they're like, you know what, we can talk to Ria and tell her things, and maybe she'll give us advice or tell us what's happening. We should keep her in the loop. Even she should know what's happening in the family, So now all the problems, I'm involved.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Same. Like, I feel the pressure of it. Like, I know when my parents are not feeling good or when someone in the family is doing something that's affecting them. And then it changes my thought process towards that family member. Like, it's so hard to keep a neutral ground because I'm suddenly feeling the pressures of the family that I did not feel before.
Yeah.
I love being involved. I'm not saying it otherwise.
Yeah.
It feels like a very like, oh my God, your parents respect you. They respect your life choices, they feel
Yeah.
like what you say is valid.
Maybe helpful or something.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do I want to know so much? Like, I
Yeah.
just want to like everyone in my family. Like, why do I not like this person now because they did this to my mom? Like, you know?
Fair. But it's a good thing. That means you're growing up. This is
I
like
am
real
really growing up.
adulting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I really felt the shift this year,
Hmm.
where they weren't treating me like a special child of the house anymore, you know?
They were
Like,
treating you like an equal.
yeah, like we're dealing with this, even you deal with it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I feel that my relation with my parents has changed over the maybe 1-2 years. Like now it's not more like you're a kid or something. It's like they can talk to you like about the money stuff and all. Normally how they would do with each other, or maybe they would treat you like a kid and be like, no, you do this, you do this. Now they maybe ask you your decisions, like what do you want to do with your money?
Yeah.
Where do you want to save it? How do you want to invest it? Like, are you being mindful about how much you're spending? I think this year I've been like really like mindful.
Yeah.
And I think before like in the starting, when you start earning money, I feel you're very like, oh wow, I'm making my own money, I can do whatever I want, I can shop, I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
But now I think I've realized that if I'm making money, then I better start saving it or better start being mindful about it, because like I can't just spend all of it. So I've literally reduced my shopping to only when I have to. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not just going and buying something. If I need it for an event or shoot,
Yes.
only then.
I think both of us this year have been weirdly tight. Like, we used to always just be like, let's go shopping for fun. Like, on a
Yeah.
free day, let's go
Yeah.
shopping, let's go
Yeah.
vibes. But we've both been very mindful. I think this is the first time in, I don't know how many years, like, you all have heard this, that we haven't gone on a trip because of the pod, which is true. But also, guys,
By this time, we have already gone on our trip and you all have seen we enjoyed so much. Yeah.
but also this is the first year where I told Kanchi that, listen, I think I've spent a lot because I have other travel stuff happening. I've spent a lot. Can we go to a cheaper destination? Like, can we keep in mind how much we'll be spending there
Yeah.
on the hotels and the currency?
Yeah.
And we
So-
never consider those things.
Our initial plan when we were in 2024 was that in 2025 we have to take a big Ricci trip, like a proper trip that we've never, like a place we've never gone to, and like we want to go there for long and spend like good quality time. But then as the year went on, we kept getting busier, we kept like getting more involved in the pod and everything, and we didn't even have time to think about a trip.
Yeah.
And then when we had the time, we are like, we have like this 1 week where we
Yeah.
can take and we can go out.
Yeah.
We were like, let's wait for 2026 for the big trip and take a normal trip.
In 2025, yeah. Like, you know, when you hear people that are like, again, working in corporate companies, when they work in these corporate structures, right, they always say ki time nahi hai, leave nahi mil raha hai, we can't leave, we can't do this, we can't do that. And I always felt like, that's so sad. Like,
Yeah.
that's honestly the saddest part of life, is that everyone has to make money. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone obviously wants to live certain experiences. And I think the best part about maybe working for yourself or having your own business, or even freelancing for that matter, is that you don't have to show up to work every day. You can take a trip when you want to, right? Even though we don't work in that kind of structure, this is the first time it felt like we can't leave.
Yeah.
We have to do what we said we were
Yeah,
going to do. We
yeah.
have certain responsibilities and we have to make it happen.
Yes.
There's no that I want a break, child, let's take
Yeah,
it.
let's not post the pod
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. And I think that also comes from when you're starting something new, you have to know that like maybe for 1 year you have to compromise on a lot and you have to give up a lot. Like you have to focus more on growing something rather than growing yourself first.
Yeah,
like
very true.
grow that thing and then let it like be on autopilot or whatever after a year or something, and then come back to like your personal goals. Like I think this year we have given our all to the podcast and like taken a back seat on our personal stuff, and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, oh, why did I not? I'm happy because
Yeah.
this has been like once we started it, it's been like a dream. It's been like it's our baby. Literally, Spoke Too Soon is our baby and we want to grow it.
For sure.
So I liked it. I liked that I focused on something new. I think it made me more creative. Like in the starting of the year, I was thinking that I need to do something different to be more creative, or like I was feeling like a stagnant thing, and this helped me like grow like that also.
For sure. I think this is like an example of changing up your life to like change up your creativity and where your mind takes
Yeah.
you. Like because we've changed up like what we focus on, automatically like our goals are different, our like lifestyles are different. It's been a big change for us. And the last 6 months we haven't thought only. What do we personally want to achieve?
Yeah.
I haven't thought of, you're so right in the sense that I haven't thought of myself independently
That's so true.
for
yeah.
even a minute.
But I think when you like now that the pod is growing, independently also it will help you.
For
You
sure.
might not realize now, but
Yeah.
maybe in a year or two you'll see the differences. Like
Yeah.
like small things we are already noticing. Like when we go out somewhere, first people would tell us that, oh, I love Richie, like I love your friendship, I love it. Now they say I love your podcast. Like
Yeah.
I love the pod, I love the vibe, I love the vibe you all have together. Like that's crazy. Like that's gonna make a difference later.
For sure. And I also think things like this like make you a lot more confident in yourself, in your words, because we spend so much time talking about maybe our opinions, or obviously you all don't want to hear some of them, we know that, but we still talk about them. And I feel like it makes you a lot more confident in yourself, where you feel like you can say anything, yaar. Like
Yeah.
after starting the pod, even though we get so much hate, by the way,
Yeah.
A
We've
lot
never
of hate.
spoken about it.
We've never spoken about the hate, but it's fine. Keep hating. I feel like it makes you more of a carefree person.
Yeah.
Like you feel less about being judged. And in our job, obviously, that's very like it's like a thing on our shoulders that, oh my god, we're constantly being judged. We're constantly being like looked at and spoken about. And I feel like once you start the pod, you're just more carefree. You're like, say what you want, bro.
Yeah, I think, but this was not obviously in the start.
No.
In the start, we were very conscious.
Yeah.
Very like, even when we were shooting, after that, we would take breaks in the middle. Like, now, I don't think we take that many breaks. Like, it just flows.
Yeah.
Like, we would keep, like, lifting our phones, and everyone would tell us that, like, don't look at your phone and
Phones,
all.
yeah.
So that, like, we have grown also so much. So you
For
have to look
sure.
at that. And I feel that when I was starting the pod, in the starting, I would keep checking the comments.
Yeah.
I would keep checking every single comment.
And one comment a day would come on the group. And with some emojis. Like, she's sad about this, she's happy about this. How can they say this? What do they
Then-
mean?
There was a point when I think after a particular episode that we got a lot of hate, and not on our YouTube. Our YouTube community is great. We love them. They
It's
actually
Instagram.
know how our bond is. They listen to it carefully.
Yeah.
It's Instagram because, guys, on Instagram,
There's no context.
there's no context, and we only post the most controversial bit. Like, you don't know why we are talking about that particular
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
So people go mad over it.
Yeah.
I think it was after, which episode?
You know.
Debrief or something.
Okay.
That
Possibly.
there was a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped opening Instagram, like the Spoke Too Soon page on my phone, because there was so much hate. And Ria would tell me, Kanchi, don't see it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like it. But I'm like, okay, fine. If you wanna hate. People are at least watching. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even hate watching is fine.
You know, someone said that if someone hates on something, that means it's loved by someone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually so true for like anyone and anything in the world.
Yeah, for anything. Like even if you hate a person, I'm sure there's someone who loves them.
No.
Yeah.
That's so sweet, Kanj. Talking about how much hate we get, okay? Tell me something you hate on the internet, like a trend or something that existed too hard in 2025.
I think I do not like capri pants. Like, people say that it's fashionable and it's being cool and it's high fashion, but I don't see it, and personally I don't think it would work for me because I'm a short girl and
Yeah.
it cuts off your height.
Yeah.
Like, usually if you're short, you wear something like long and high-waisted, and
Yes.
that like makes your legs look longer, but this is just weird. It cuts off at a weird length, I feel. It's not even below the knee, it's not even on the knee, and it's not even ankle. It's
Yeah.
like somewhere in the middle, and that's not,
Yeah.
I don't vibe with it.
I
And
so
I don't-
feel you.
I'm like, maybe if I was a fashion girly, like I was good at my outfits and I could wear it.
Make
but-
it work.
Make it work, but still it would not look good on me.
But Loki, I feel like even the fashion girlies that like make it work, they pull it off because they're just looking confident in it. But I feel like if they wore full length pants, that outfit would just look better. I don't think it looks stylish, the capri pants. It's not giving what they wanted to give. It's like confidence that's giving what.
Like imagine wearing it normally and just going somewhere.
No, it's
like
not
it
a vibe.
feels odd.
Especially, actually, you're right for short girlies. Like even ankle length things don't look cute.
Like midi skirts don't look good on me.
Midi skirts,
Not-
like till the knee.
Knee se thoda niche.
Yeah, same.
That doesn't look good on us.
Yeah, you're so right about
Yeah.
this. I wouldn't wear it also.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that in my closet. You know what the combination for capri pants is?
Ballet ballet flats.
Yeah.
Capri pants and ballet flats are a trend apparently.
Don't like it. I
Yeah.
don't like ballet flats. Take me back to like 2012. It's not
With
looking.
the ballerinas and people would wear them everywhere. The ballerinas with the skinny jeans was a thing apparently.
Yeah, I'm not
in
able to find
that.
it cute.
But the ballet flats also, now there are these new kind of ballet flats with the separate toe. You know,
Ew.
the toe separate and the other other toes separate.
Even the little putty on the ballet flats that sits on your foot, it's just so like ugly. I don't know.
I feel it's very bare to walk on. It looks like you're wearing socks.
Yeah, it feels like tiny socks that you wear inside like boots or sneakers or something.
If you could style it well, then good for you. But I don't think I would wear it.
You know another.
I also feel it's uncomfortable. Leave how it looks. It is uncomfortable. And whenever I wear something that pushes my toes inside
Yes.
into a shape like this,
Yes.
it's just so weird. And I always get shoe bites after that.
Even heels that are closed toe. Is
Yeah.
that what it's called?
Closed toe heels. Yeah.
Is
Closed
that
toe
what it's
shoes,
called?
Yeah.
I find them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All my heels are open toe heels.
And people usually wear these ballet flats normally, like to just go out
Chill.
and spend the day. And how can you wear it all day?
No, it's damn uncomfortable.
Yeah. You said.
Or maybe we're just not like fashion enough for it.
Yeah, maybe we are not.
Yeah. Another thing I really don't like, which is going to be actually, like, people are going to hate on me for this, but the color orange really blew up this year. And I just, like, most of the people with an orange iPhone, I just know they're going to regret it in a few months.
Hello, Sahil.
Yeah, we told him also, don't get an orange iPhone. But, like, just because everyone has it.
Bro, in
People are
one
getting
day
it.
he said, I think I shouldn't have taken an orange phone.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
He literally should not have. Like, we have one person on our team who got a new 17 Pro Max.
Who got?
Kashish.
Kashish. Yeah.
And
But hers is white color.
yes, it looks so good.
It looks classy.
Like, everyone has the new phone. The orange one just looks a little like.
But I would say, like, if
Loud.
I think it is that every time an iPhone comes out, it's the new color that's the main thing. So if you're
Yeah.
buying 17, then orange is the thing. Then
Yeah.
what's new about it?
But, like, if the color is like a space gray.
The blue one is insane.
Yes, or like the light blue, powder blue MacBook.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. But the orange iPhone is.
But that
bhadku.
also, like, every year there's a color. You know, the Pantone color of the year.
Yes.
Like Mocha Mousse and
Yeah.
Bud Yellow and Baby Blue and all of that. This year, orange was booming, I feel.
Yeah, even the Taylor
Because of-
Swift album.
Taylor Swift, obviously, because of the new iPhone.
Hmm.
I think many things were there this year that were very orange coded.
For all.
That's-
For all. For sure.
And
My brain
usually,
glitched.
when a Taylor Swift album comes out, I really, what do you say? I accept that color into my life. Like, I wear stuff in that color, or yeah. But this time the orange hasn't been introduced into my life like that.
Yeah.
So it was an orange green album. The green obviously I love, but the orange I cannot.
The orange is not an acceptable orange. It's the shade.
I just have one orange top.
Yeah,
I didn't
know.
even buy orange.
That
clothes.
spaghetti one.
Yeah.
And you wear it also quite a bit for the
Yeah.
bright orange color
But
that it is.
stuff like this goes away. Like, it's not permanent,
Which is why your phone shouldn't be orange.
which is going to be for 3-4 years.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But most of these people now that get an orange iPhone, they're people that change their phone in a year. Anyone that has a long term, and usually people that have a long term
Term
vision,
mindset.
yeah, they'll get something more, subtle.
Hmm.
These orange iPhone people are going to get the new
And
18
then the
in
orange
next year.
iPhone you bought, now why you're buying pink blue cover?
Yeah, it looks gross.
Accept the orange, wear a transparent cover.
Yeah. Which color phone case, other than like a clear phone case, would look good with an orange iPhone? Not yours. Yours
A
is
black.
different. Black and orange.
Yeah, orange and black is a great combination.
I don't like orange and black, red and black. I feel like these color combos look a little tacky. Orange and brown. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a vibe.
Rustic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other color would go? Orange and green flag.
Sahil has orange with green
Bro,
color.
he has the Indian flag on his-
Literally.
What else? No color. Pink and orange, like a baby pink and
Baby
orange.
pink, yeah. That looks good. White and orange.
White and orange.
Yeah.
That's it. Good thinking. Prep for the future.
What else? Yeah. Another thing in 2025 that has been like literally everywhere.
Huh.
Summer I turned pretty.
Yeah.
We are not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. But like it's crazy how a show can make so much impact that
Yes.
people can talk about it for a whole year. And
Yeah.
still my feed is filled with Conrad edits.
That's insane.
Yeah. And don't you feel like now so many other shows and things are getting inspired by that?
Yeah, you know, now like everyone wants their show, like debut or premiere or whatever, to be like a Summer I Turned Pretty show.
Means?
Like when they premiere a show, they want the hype to be like that. So like
Oh.
it's like that's everyone's goal that okay, we want to market it like Summer I Turned Pretty.
But how?
That's what it's not doable. It's actually supposed
It's
to
on
be
the show.
yeah, it's supposed to come naturally.
Yeah.
But
Like people purposely doing a rage bait on their show, like
Yeah.
finding two characters that this or this, team this
Yeah.
or team that, just because
yeah.
it went.
But this team thing was a thing with Vampire Diaries. That's where
yeah,
it came from. Team
yeah,
Damon or Dame
yeah,
Dame.
yeah.
Team Damon or Dame. What the fuck? Team Damon or Team Stefan?
Yeah, but now everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, I think
And
Summer
also
Turned Pretty.
now, because of Summer I Turned Pretty, people want those kind of shows where it's like a love triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of those come up. Like
Really?
that's the trend. Like the younger shows
Yeah.
have that vibe.
For sure. Also, something that really blew up in 2025 is cafe culture. It's always been a thing in Bombay, but in 2025, suddenly there's 1-2 hour lines outside cafes to have like a coffee which you can have anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying. Like, I don't want to wait for 2 hours to have a coffee. The coffee is supposed to be 20 minutes and out. A cafe is supposed to be like a quick stop or a chill
Yeah.
place. I don't want to do mehnat to go
I
there
don't
and sit
stand in
there.
the line.
Yeah.
And cafes are not even places where you can like reserve, like a
can't.
restaurant.
No.
You have to wait in the line.
Yeah.
And I also feel like that's great, but you will easily find an alternative.
Yes.
A good alternative for that coffee.
The lines outside are only coming from the viral Instagram
things.
reels.
Another thing that's booming in coffees and cafe culture is that these drinks, they make them look so extra. Like the actual beverage inside is kind of sidelined or ignored. Like
Yeah.
something is oozing out, something is on top. Like there are things on the side. Like the actual coffee or matcha is just there. And something else is the main hero of it. Like
Yeah.
a person like you or me, like you love your coffee, I love my matcha. I want my matcha as is. Like just give me a good matcha.
Yeah.
Like don't put things into it.
Don't mess with it.
Like
I
an actual
so feel
coffee
that.
or matcha lover will know it.
Also, like for an everyday beverage.
Yeah.
Every day your beverage can't be a strawberry, raspberry, something. Like every day you need to have a simple thing. And then once a week or something, if you have something cool, fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They can make it. But honestly, it's mid. The usual one is better. The regular one, like you can feel the taste in that. This is like, am I eating? Am I drinking? Is it a dessert? Is it a
Yeah.
beverage? Is it caffeine? Like what is it?
For sure, I feel this. Like when I have my coffee, I just want the coffee.
To hit.
Yes, I just want the caffeine to hit. I want the taste of the coffee beans or like the Nespresso pod. Like, I want it to tingle in my mouth. I don't want like whipped cream and some shit on it. Like, you're so right. Like, I feel this. I feel like I love flavors like a nice vanilla iced coffee, caramel iced coffee with a slight drizzle. But the reason that, and I think cafes need to remember this, the reason that Starbucks is not a vibe anymore is because their beverage is not a straight up beverage. It's a frappuccino with like cream and a lot of like milkshake and some random
Yeah.
stuff. The reason people love cafes and even cafe culture all around the world, like in Europe and stuff, where they just give you like the neatest, cleanest espresso with a little cookie on the side. The thing that kicks is that the coffee is made to perfection, not that you're like cluttering it. You're so right.
You're not,
For
but
sure.
I
Hire me, I'll
love the
help you.
creativity.
Yeah.
I'm here for the creativity. Even
Yeah.
I always think that how can I make a matcha that's no one made before and post it on the internet.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I still prefer my matcha as is. Like I will have the kind of special matchas I make once in a month.
Do you think
on a weekend, not every day.
do you think that, like, since we're on the topic of the creativity is good, which it is, like the thought of combining a certain flavor is a good thought.
Yeah.
But do you feel like it's the internet that's the problem, or is it the drink that's the problem?
It's the internet. It's not the people who are in the
because the
cafe.
creation is decent.
Obviously, the cafe people are getting inspired by what they see on Instagram
Mhm.
because everything is now coming from there only. Whatever
Yeah.
you see outside cafes or you go to shop, or it's all from Instagram. So I think,
It's the internet that's the problem.
yeah. Let's stop hating on 2025. We love this year. Let's talk about 2026 and what do you want to do?
What do I want to do in 2026? Honestly, I was really like trying to not have this conversation because I don't know. Like, I feel like in December is usually the time where everyone starts stressing about like changing up their habits, being like, okay, now I want to start waking up early, I'll go to the gym every day, I
It's
will.
time to lock in.
Oh, God. And then it'll be like a big paragraph. Like, I don't know. I don't want to put pressure on myself. I feel like this is the first year, 2025, where I didn't put pressure on myself and I outdid myself.
Yay, everyone!
I don't want to restrict myself. Like I said, I don't want to say that I want to make this happen or I will make this happen. I just know that I'm gonna try to procrastinate a little less in all areas of my life. Like, I'm gonna work a little harder. I don't want to keep any like concrete goals other than the one goal that I want to go on a big trip together. And I want to prioritize my me time a little less. That's one big thing for me. I feel like our generation is very attached to like self-love and me time and stuff like that. And because of that, I feel like I procrastinate a lot, where I put a lot of important things aside. And my excuse is that, but I need time for myself. I need downtime. I need a break from this mental torture. And I don't want that anymore. Like, I want to enjoy my everyday life, my everyday work. And I want to just, make the smaller things the bigger thing in life.
That was so good, Ria. I
Thanks,
actually
Ann.
loved it.
Thanks,
Yeah. This is how it should be. You should not put any pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously have goals and be like motivated, but don't force yourself because then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and even if you do it, then it'll feel like you're doing it out of a certain pressure. And personally, for me, I feel like things don't pan out as well when you do it under pressure.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people work well under stress, but I feel like if you're
Like-
happy and chilling, things are better.
Like how this year I said that nothing, like very different things happened compared to my vision board and I loved them.
All good
so
things.
I don't know if this year, like, I want to make a vision board. Like, maybe I want to, but maybe I'll just write down things.
Yes.
Or like, I'll think of it in my mind and keep it in my mind. And people keep saying that you have to lock in from September so that by Jan you are on your usual and you have a whole routine set.
Yeah.
But I feel you can just start anytime. Why is it that Jan only you have to make a new resolution and you have to do? I want to start in June. For me, my year starts when my birthday is. What
It's
if
that-
it's November for me?
It's that weird satisfaction thing that people even do when they're studying. And it's 9:22 and they say, I'll start studying at 9:30. You need a round number. You need an important month. See, June, good.
Half year.
6-month mark. Jan, good. 1 month mark.
November.
Weird. Like, it's like...
But it's my birthday, so officially my round.
Yeah,
year
your
is-
1 year.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme where people be like, people in December have waited 1 whole year for their birthday?
Yes.
I'm like,
But
shut
everyone
up.
has waited 1 whole year for their birthday. And I feel people in Jan have to wait the most, not even December. Because it comes and it goes. Like, now 12 months are left.
Yeah. 12 months are all left in June or November.
No, I feel your birthday, like June people, June, July, August type people, na,
Yeah.
theirs comes faster. Yeah, then like November, December, Jan people.
I feel that also.
This is a thing.
I agree. And April and May come very slowly.
Yeah.
Like when your birthday is in April or May, it feels like your birthday was 2 years ago.
Yeah. April birthdays are mid.
I think we need to stop talking. Let's play the game.
No, wait.
What,
Let
what?
me say one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, tell me your-
Manifest loudly.
Yeah, manifest your 2026.
I just want to say that one thing that did not happen is 2025 is I didn't go to Japan. And I want to go to Japan so bad because I want to have 5 matchas a day. So,
5 matchas a day.
And
Sis
that's
wants to go to Japan with me. I'm not going to be able to sleep.
please make it happen in 2026.
Okay.
Please, yeah.
Okay, sis, I said okay. We'll go.
Otherwise, no.
Otherwise, friendship over, pod over.
Yeah.
And the reason will be like, we need to tell you Kanchi didn't go to Japan this year and she's very pissed off with everyone.
Yeah. We'll have to like shoot a lot in advance if we want to go to Japan.
Yeah, because we're going to go on a long trip. I'm just letting the team know. We're going to be gone for a month once we go to Japan. So let's prep and bounce.
Okay, now let's play a game.
Let's play the game.
See you in... No, this is not the last episode.
So Kanchi and I basically have like a bunch of
This or that.
This or that. That's the word. And we are going to be answering for each other.
Yeah. Like I'll ask her about me and she has to choose what would I choose.
Yes. And I have to get it right. I can't let her down.
Yeah. There are 9 and you need to get 9 on 9.
Are you
How
mad?
many do you have? Same.
9.
So
Same.
9 on 9 we both have to get, otherwise sorry.
This is damn tough, yeah.
First one. Am I a jealous type girlfriend or a chill type girlfriend?
Wait, so we're doing all of yours first, right? Let's do all of yours at one time. Yeah, no.
So we can count the score.
Yeah,
Okay. Number 1. Am I a jealous type girlfriend or a chill type girlfriend?
Chill type.
Yes. 1 point. Iced vanilla.
Now. Sorry.
Iced vanilla matcha or strawberry matcha?
Iced vanilla matcha.
2 points.
Yeah.
This is what we spoke about, that you need something basic. 3. Leaves the party earliest or is the last to go?
Earliest.
3 points. Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place?
Oh shit. I want to
Think
say
hard. There's a very close gap between them.
because she loves Selena Gomez in Wizards of Waverly Place, but she also loves Hannah Montana's Closet and the whole concept of her being a pop star. So this is so tough. I would say Wizards of Waverly Place. No! What?
I didn't want to give you a no answer, but that's wrong.
Oh no!
It's Hannah Montana.
Stop!
Yeah, like Hannah Montana.
Is
Even
iconic.
after I grew up, I would randomly just watch it sometimes. And I
Really?
love it. I love it.
You know which show that is for me? Sweet Life of Zack and
Yeah,
Cody.
that's
It's
also-
really good. Yeah.
Shit,
I'm so
Rihanna,
sorry. I'm
you
so
have to
sorry.
get nine
That was
on-
a close call.
9
yeah.
on 9. you
Okay,
have
okay,
to.
it's fine. 8 on 9. 8 on 9.
Oh.
7 on 9.
1989 or Life of a Showgirl? Chalo, you know the answer, yeah. Come on.
1989.
Yes! Thank God. Thank God. I love Life of a Showgirl, but 1989 hits different.
Tough question. She's kept like very close calls.
Leave home without a hand stack or without earrings?
Without, like, you would never leave without earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't wear earrings, I feel naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Early morning shoot or late night editing?
Early morning shoot.
Yeah. City life or remote cottage life? Think hard again. This is also very controversial.
I really don't want to get 7 on 9. How many do I have left?
After this, one more.
The thing is, I would say,
For me.
yeah. Like, I don't think you would choose cottage life. I think you would choose like beach or something. Like city life or beach, you would choose like a island, like a beach place. But city life or cottage, you would choose city life.
Perfect answer. Nice, girl. Like, cottage life is not for me.
Do I get 2 points for that? Because that was so good.
We'll
Think
see.
about it.
Last one. Kaju Katli or Barfi?
Kaju Katli.
Yeah! 8 or 9.
Arey
For that,
yaar.
other answer 8.5.
Okay, sick.
Oh shit,
Half
now
point,
it's
not
my
bad.
turn. I'm scared.
I did well, bro. I'm
Yeah, you did
impressed with
very well,
myself.
yeah.
Okay. Prefers texting or calling?
Depends on who, but calling.
Yeah. Planner or wing it?
Wing it.
Yeah. Ice latte or cappuccino?
Ice latte.
Yep.
3.
Kimchi ramen or chicken biryani? This is tough.
Kimchi ramen.
Yeah. Aditya Roy Kapoor or Ranveer Singh?
Aditya Roy Kapoor.
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
What the hell? That's too good. Holds grudges or forgive and forget? Even I don't know.
Think you make your answer first. I say my answer for you.
Yeah.
Forgive and forget.
Okay, I guess, yeah. Take the point. I don't know.
Yeah, she wrote that. Think na. Do you ever hold grudges on anyone? Have you?
I think I do hold grudges.
Okay, then I lost.
I hold grudges and I forgive, but I
Yeah,
don't forget.
Yes,
Yeah.
I forgive but don't forget.
I can't
Yeah.
forget. I can't go back to how it was.
Okay, then I lost.
Yeah, I think 1 point
Yeah.
goal. Summer Fridays lip balm or Laneige sleeping mask.
She uses both.
Good luck.
But I feel Laneige sleeping mask because it's an everyday thing. And Summer Fridays is special. No, I cannot lose this. Ria, be honest to yourself right now. The Laneige sleeping mask is on your table. You literally use it every night.
1 minute. Stop. Pause.
Summer Fridays you just started using recently. Before that you were using the Laneige lip mask. So stop it.
But after I've got the Summer Fridays lip balm, I've stopped using the Laneige in the night. And I have never bought a Laneige lip balm. But I keep repurchasing Summer Fridays even though it's overpriced.
Fine. Okay.
You can redeem. Give a reasoning for something and you can redeem. Crocs or Charles and Keith slides. You can.
Crocs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Needs to talk things out or needs space.
Who has given you have given not up, Paloma.
These are little tough, like some of them
Mine
are grey
was
area.
easy like Kaju Katli and that, yaar. It's so easy.
You thought of Kaju Katli and
What did you say? Need to talk things out or need space? Need space first and then we'll talk it out. Like has to clear it out.
Good job. Take half a point for that.
Fine.
What was that? How many points was hers? 8.5 only. Same na? Huh? Khatam.
No, I got 2 wrong na, so 7.5.
Can't yaar.
That Summer Fridays is shit, bro. No, I do not agree with that. And guys, to be
Summer
honest,
Fridays is the best lip balm.
Shut up.
It's the
Stop
best.
talking on the pod. I'm talking. The thing is that you always remove from your pocket Laneige and you keep applying.
But that's not the sleeping mask. That's the donut glaze thing.
Fine. Bye-bye. Okay.
This was the hardest one actually, the lip balm one. I thought you would get it. Because I bought it with you in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of the episode.
Yes. Guys.
It's okay, Kanchi. Take a loss, yaar, once in a while.
Yeah. I think I have one more of the games than
Yeah,
you.
because she's very competitive. That's why she's feeling it also so much.
Yeah. It's okay. 2026 is for wins.
That's the right manifestation.
We will see you.
Abbe, what? Richi recommends who will do? You see them.
Bye-bye.
Let's Richi recommend.
That was a good way to get rid of Richi recommends.
Yeah. I'm sure no one realized except Paloma.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do. So this Richi recommends, we are actually switching it up and we are recommending restaurants, cafes, places to eat, places to go to, because you know it's that time of the year where everyone just wants to like go out and chill
Yeah.
and have a good time, right? So let's switch it up.
Yes. Come on.
Should I recommend first?
Yeah.
There is this hidden gem in Bandra.
I'm sure it's not hidden.
It's called Vietnam. It's a Vietnamese restaurant. It's really, really yummy food and tastes like very like local. It's not very like, I feel like in India they Indianize all the food, like Chinese Indian food and stuff like that. But the Vietnamese food there is yum, and even the service is really good. It's a cute vibe, and it's very underrated, I feel like.
Love that. Okay. Mine.
Sorry. You can go there for like a nice warm bowl of like pho, like, you know, noodles and
Yeah.
like in like Bombay winter. It's like exactly what you need.
Yeah. What is Bombay winter?
Like 20 degrees.
Yeah. But still cold. Still I wear.
Apparently
sweater.
this winter is going to be the coldest
Yeah.
winter we've ever had.
Hopefully.
Let's see.
Yeah. My place is this cafe in Fort. And it's called Craven Pantry.
Oh.
And I feel it's been there for a while, but still many people don't know about it.
Yeah.
Because it's in a very small gully and no one really goes in that area.
A girl
much.
from my school opened it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
You go there,
Yeah, the
enjoy.
matcha is actually very, very good. And if you go there, try the rose matcha. And I'm sure right now during this season, they will have some berry matcha also because it's winter and Christmas and all. So go and have that. And everyone, like, Usually for matcha, people are like bougie, boca,
Yeah,
drink.
yeah.
But this place is also quite up there.
You know,
For
I
matcha lovers, you all will know.
have a critique for this place.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but we went there once. We were
Yes.
working and writing some scripts and stuff. I don't like cafes that throw people out. Like, cafes are supposed to be a chill place. If I want to come there, if I want to work, I want to chill and have a coffee.
They threw us out.
Yeah, they were like, chop chop, we need this table, let's go. And I don't like that about cafes because at least like maybe not Craven, there's no line and all outside. But when you wait for so long or you just want to sit and chill in a cafe, like spend the afternoon there, you don't want to be like, you're just another customer,
Yeah.
move it. I feel like they kind of
No,
mess up
but
with that.
whenever I have gone there, I've only gone there for takeaway. So maybe that's why
Oh.
they have a separate, like they have two cafes back to back next to each
Oh.
other. One is just a takeaway section.
Is one of them new?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So
Crazy.
the takeaway section is too sorted.
Nice.
So you can do that.
You can pick up your matcha and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it for our episode, and we will see you same time next week for the last time this year.
I can't believe our December schedule is done. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And just for that, you need to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify, do everything you have
Why
to
did I
do.
do this for listen to us on
Yeah.
Spotify?
Give us a call. Basically, do everything you have to do if you want to see another episode of Spoke Too Soon in Jan because we need your support to keep going.
Yes, and we
Yes.
want to meet you guys in Jan.
Yes.
In 2026.
Yeah, we're going to plan something to meet all of you all in
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
So,
Bye.
bye. See you.